several agencies believe something landed or crashed. Whether it was non-humans or not, it certainly scared the people living on this property.
Just moments ago, shocking news broke. Unidentified flying objects said to be from the U.S. appeared over Iran, Russia, and China. In Tehran, a green light moved across the night sky, defying logic. This wasn't a drone or plane. It was something else. In Moscow, glowing orbs formed patterns that seemed too perfect to be random. In China, as the sun set, a fiery streak lit up the sky and vanished, leaving everyone speechless. Let us explore this mystery. What happens next could change how we see the skies and our place in the universe. The UFO Mystery. In 2024, strange things have been happening in the skies. Imagine this, a glowing object floating above a bustling city. No one could figure out what it was. And it's not just one place seeing this. From Russia to the United States, these weird flying objects keep popping up, leaving everyone scratching their heads. But just when the world thought it couldn't get any stranger, one of these objects didn't vanish into the night. It landed. In July, a glowing object appeared in the United States, just below the moon. It sparkled in the sunlight, then zipped out of sight faster than anyone could follow. People recorded it, and soon videos were everywhere. It seemed to break all the rules of physics we know. In India, a man recorded a glowing light cutting through the night sky. The light split into two pieces that moved like they were alive. People wondered if it was some kind of high-tech test or something not from this world. In Tehran, Iran, a bright green light moved slowly across the sky, giving off an eerie hum. It was caught on video and sparked ideas about drones, secret military experiments, or something far bigger. In Oklahoma, a rancher's camera caught a cow dropping through the roof of a barn. The roof was smashed and debris was everywhere. Some said it was an accident, but others thought it could be tied to alien abductions. In Brazil, a metallic, stingray-shaped object hovered silently above a busy street. It didn't make sense for it to be a balloon or drone. Hours later, a similar object was seen in Miami, making people think they were connected. In Russia, two teenagers filming a thunderstorm saw a bright object in the clouds and dodged lightning. They recorded it, and then it vanished without a trace. More strange sightings happened around the world. In South Africa, a cylindrical object hovered over a deserted beach, leaving scorched sand behind. In Japan, triangular crafts moved in perfect formation across the sky, leading to theories about secret technology or alien missions. These sightings are hard to dismiss. Videos show objects moving faster than our technology allows, hovering without sound or vanishing into thin air. Skeptics are having a hard time explaining them, and scientists are calling for more investigation. Governments are now admitting they don't have all the answers. In some cases, they've released footage and reports about these phenomena. More people are coming forward with their own experiences, creating a wave of new information. As the year goes on, more sightings are expected. With better cameras and the internet, it's easier to document and share these events. The question is how we will interpret and respond to them. Are these sightings proof of something otherworldly? Or are they mysteries we'll never solve? Whatever the truth, 2024 is shaping up to be a year no one will forget. Picture this. A fiery streak cuts across the cloudy sky, slicing through the gray like some otherworldly brushstroke. A group of teens catches it on their phone cameras. The footage shaky but undeniably strange. This wasn't lightning, not the kind you know. It glowed in a way that made even experts scratch their heads. Was it just some wild weather event? Or did these kids accidentally capture something that might change everything we think we know? Now let's head to the warm waters off Mexico. Fishermen out at sea saw something that left them speechless. A blindingly bright light shining up from the ocean depths. So intense it lit up the water like a neon beacon. People are tossing around theories. Maybe it's a new top-secret submarine? Others whisper about UFOs, unidentified submerged objects. Over in Puerto Rico, something similar popped up, making you wonder, what's lurking beneath those waves? Could it be alien tech just hanging out under our noses? Then there's New York City. A guy stares up at the night sky and sees three glowing orange orbs cruising in perfect sync, forming a triangle. They floated there eerily quiet before vanishing. People are scratching their heads. Is it one big craft or three separate ones working together? Either way, it's enough to make you question how much we really understand about our skies. In Malaysia, things got just as weird. A late-night walker saw lights flickering inside a cloud, bright enough to make it seem alive. The video quickly went viral. Some say it's all part of Project Bluebeam, a wild theory about fake alien invasions. Others are crossing their fingers that this is finally the big reveal. Proof we're not alone. But without any clear answers, it's just another piece in the growing puzzle. And let's not forget Russia, where someone filmed hundreds of glowing lights dancing in a figure-8 pattern across the sky. Over in China, similar footage emerged. Are these alien probes scouting Earth? Or could it all just be some elaborate hoax? Either way, people are starting to notice these strange light shows. Even pilots aren't safe from the weirdness. Over the Pacific Ocean, a pilot spotted glowing orbs keeping pace with his plane. Air traffic control? They had no clue anything was out there. Imagine that. Objects moving freely in controlled airspace, like they own the place. Then off Japan, passengers on a cruise ship saw something rise from the water, glowing as it shot straight into the sky. Radar picked it up too. Experts watching the footage were blown away. Whatever it was moved from underwater to the air like it was no big deal. What kind of tech does that? When you zoom out, a pattern starts to form. Certain places like the American Midwest, the Russian tundra, and Asia's coastlines keep popping up as hotspots. Are these areas being watched? Or is there something about them that's drawing attention from whatever or whoever is behind this? And here's the thing, these sightings are leveling up. Gone are the blurry, shaky videos. Now we're seeing clear footage showing objects with structured designs, intricate lights, and movements so precise they seem almost deliberate. Some of them even seem to react to being watched, as if they are aware of us. Think about that for a second. If they're that advanced, what does that say about their intentions? Meanwhile, in South America, a small village in Peru had their own close encounter. Bright lights hovered over their homes for several nights, leaving the locals terrified. Electronic devices stopped working, and the ground was left scorched in places. It wasn't just one person seeing this. The whole community did. While some experts think it could be natural, maybe some rare weather phenomenon, others see it as part of a bigger picture. The skies hint at something more. What comes next might change everything. Anomalies beneath the waves. The sightings keep piling up. From mysterious lights to underwater glows to synchronized orbs, it's like the planet's turning into a stage for something big. Are these the first steps toward contact? Or are we just spectators in a game we don't even understand yet? One thing's for sure, the skies, the oceans, and even the quietest corners of the world aren't as ordinary as they used to be. But let's dig deeper into the specifics, starting with that fiery streak in the sky. Eyewitness accounts described it as unlike anything they'd ever seen. Some compared it to a comet, but the speed and trajectory didn't match. Scientists examining the footage pointed out how it seemed to pulse, almost as if alive. Was it a craft entering the atmosphere? If so, why here and why now? Theories abound, but answers remain elusive. Shifting back to the ocean anomalies, it's worth noting how often these events occur near coastal regions. Marine biologists have long studied bioluminescence in underwater creatures, but this was something else entirely. The light in Mexico wasn't just bright, it was focused, controlled, almost mechanical. Local fishermen reported hearing a low hum accompanying the glow. Could this be some kind of reconnaissance mission? And if these objects are exploring our oceans, what might they be looking for? The triangular formation in New York brings up another fascinating angle. Triangular unidentified flying object sightings have been reported for decades, often linked to advanced military technology. But this sighting's silence and the eerie glow set it apart. Triangles, after all, are structurally efficient shapes, often used in aviation design. Could this be some experimental craft, or does its precision point to something even more advanced? Malaysia's flickering cloud phenomenon added a fresh twist to the ongoing mystery. Atmospheric scientists were quick to dismiss it as lightning, but locals weren't convinced. The flickers had a rhythmic pattern, like a coded message. Could this be an attempt at communication? If so, who's sending it, and what are they trying to say? These questions take us into the heart of what makes these events so compelling, their ability to inspire wonder and fear in equal measure. Meanwhile, Russia and China's synchronized light shows hint at a broader, perhaps coordinated effort. If these are probes or crafts, why are they showing up in these specific regions? Geopolitics might play a role. These are, after all, areas of strategic importance. But the figure-8 patterns add an artistic flair, almost as if they're showing off. Is this some kind of advanced display? Or are we reading too much into random movements? Pilots' reports over the Pacific add a chilling layer to the narrative. Trained to identify aircraft and atmospheric phenomena, these professionals are credible witnesses. When they describe objects that defy physics, it's hard to dismiss. The glowing orbs aligning with the plane seem to display intent, even curiosity. What would happen if such objects came closer? The implications are as thrilling as they are unsettling. The cruise ship incident off Japan pushes the boundaries of what we consider possible. Rising from the water into the sky in one seamless motion defies everything we know about engineering. The passengers' awe turned to apprehension as the object vanished without a trace. Radar operators noted the object's speed and trajectory, both of which were off the charts. What kind of propulsion system could achieve such feats? These questions keep experts awake at night. South America's village encounter takes us into the realm of direct impact. The scorch marks left behind suggest a physical presence, not just lights or projections. Local legends often speak of celestial visitors, and this event adds a modern twist. Researchers studying the area found electromagnetic anomalies, further complicating the story. If these are signs of extraterrestrial activity, why choose such remote locations? Perhaps it's a test, a way to observe humanity's reaction on a smaller scale. The clearer, higher-quality footage emerging now marks a turning point in how we document these phenomena. High-definition cameras and widespread internet access mean that sightings are no longer confined to grainy photos or anecdotal evidence. The structured designs and intricate details visible in recent videos challenge skeptics to find alternative explanations. These objects' precise movements suggest a level of control and awareness that hints at intelligence. Are they studying us, or are we simply part of their environment? The global spread of sightings also raises questions about patterns and priorities. Why are some areas seeing repeated activity while others remain untouched? Could it be related to natural resources, population density, or something else entirely? These hotspots offer clues, but they also deepen the mystery. If this is a coordinated effort, what's the end game? As we piece together the puzzle, one thing becomes clear. These events are reshaping our understanding of what's possible. The boundaries between science fiction and reality are blurring, and the implications are profound. Whether these phenomena are natural, human-made, or extraterrestrial, they're forcing us to confront questions we've long avoided. What lies beyond our world, and how prepared are we to face it? From fiery streaks in the sky to glowing orbs beneath the waves, the evidence is mounting. Each sighting adds another layer to the story, a narrative that is as complex as it is fascinating. The truth might still be out there, but one thing's certain: the world is paying attention like never before. Strange and unexplained events have been lighting up the skies, and it's impossible to ignore. Imagine this: in the heart of Namibia, an isolated region where life moves slowly, farmers stumbled across something that threw them for a loop. It was a perfectly round metal ball lodged in the ground, looking like it had dropped straight from the heavens. The surface was smooth, shiny, and seamless, without a hint of ordinary craftsmanship. Scientists are now working overtime to figure out whether this is a piece of alien technology or some sort of classified human innovation. Either way, it's raising more questions than answers and adding to the mystery. On the other side of the world, reports of unidentified flying object sightings are reaching record numbers. From glowing lights streaking across the night sky to strange objects hovering silently, the variety of encounters has exploded. Social media is buzzing with videos, theories, and arguments. Some people are convinced this is the long-awaited moment of alien contact, while others think it's all mundane stuff like drones or atmospheric phenomena. Regardless of where you stand, the sheer volume and diversity of these sightings demand attention. Each sighting raises more questions. What will the next clue reveal? The 2024 Unidentified Flying Object Phenomenon. Governments and militaries are being dragged into the conversation whether they like it or not. Whistleblowers and leaked documents hint that some of these sightings could be linked to experimental aircraft. Still, even these revelations don't account for everything. It's hard to dismiss the feeling that something larger is at play, especially when unidentified flying objects seem to be showing up in every corner of the globe. It's as if the skies have become a stage for something beyond our comprehension. This year has been a turning point, with unprecedented levels of activity reported. People are spotting shiny orbs, metallic crafts, and even underwater phenomena that defy explanation. The patterns are too varied and consistent to be brushed aside as mere coincidence. These sightings challenge what we know about physics, technology, and even the boundaries of our own imagination. Each new report adds a layer of intrigue, making 2024 a landmark year for unidentified flying object phenomena. But let's pause for a moment. What should you do if you encounter something extraordinary in the sky? The first thing is to stay calm. Seeing something unusual can be overwhelming, but panicking won't help. Check your surroundings to make sure you're in a safe place to observe. Once you're settled, pay close attention to the details. What does the object look like? How does it move? Is it silent, or does it make any sound? These observations could be vital later. If you have a phone or camera handy, try to capture what you're seeing. Focus not just on the object, but also on the surrounding area to provide context. If you can't record it, take mental notes or sketch what you remember as soon as possible. Even the smallest details could help scientists and researchers piece together the puzzle. Sometimes these encounters leave behind physical evidence, like burnt patches of grass, strange residues, or other anomalies. If you find anything unusual, resist the urge to poke around. Leaving the area undisturbed increases the chances that experts can analyze it properly. Observing without interfering is the best approach to contribute meaningfully to the investigation. When it comes to understanding these events, sharing what you've experienced is just as important as observing carefully. Consider reporting your sighting to organizations that collect and analyze unidentified flying object data. Groups like the Mutual Unidentified Flying Object Network are dedicated to studying these phenomena and comparing reports from around the world. Every new piece of information adds to a growing body of knowledge, helping researchers uncover patterns and connections. While many sightings remain unexplained, it's worth keeping your expectations grounded. Not every unidentified object in the sky is alien in origin. Satellites, drones, and even rare atmospheric phenomena can create spectacular but entirely natural illusions. Still, the growing number of unexplained cases keeps the possibility of something extraordinary alive. The stigma surrounding unidentified flying objects has been a significant hurdle in understanding these phenomena. For decades, people who reported sightings were often ridiculed, and the subject was dismissed as pseudoscience. This attitude discouraged many credible witnesses from coming forward, leaving gaps in the data. Fortunately, this mindset is starting to shift. Governments, scientists, and even the public are beginning to take these reports seriously. The U.S. government's creation of dedicated research programs shows a newfound willingness to confront the unknown, though skepticism about transparency remains. Among the most baffling reports are those describing objects with capabilities far beyond known human technology. These sightings include crafts that hover silently, accelerate at impossible speeds, or change direction instantly. The implications are staggering. If these objects are of human origin, why is such advanced technology being kept under wraps? And if they are not, what does that mean for our understanding of the universe? Studying unidentified flying objects presents a unique set of challenges. Most evidence comes from amateur footage or eyewitness accounts, which can be unreliable. Advanced detection equipment, like radar and high-resolution cameras, is often geared toward familiar phenomena, leaving gaps in coverage. To make matters worse, government agencies frequently classify their findings, limiting the information available to researchers. Despite these obstacles, efforts to study unidentified flying objects are gaining momentum. Researchers are working to standardize reporting methods to ensure that sightings are documented consistently. Artificial intelligence is being deployed to analyze large data sets, searching for patterns that might reveal new insights. Public pressure is also mounting for greater transparency, pushing governments to declassify more information about unexplained aerial phenomena. The more we investigate, the more questions arise. Each new sighting or piece of evidence adds complexity to an already puzzling mystery. Are these events connected, or are they isolated incidents? Is there a single explanation that ties everything together, Or are we dealing with multiple phenomena? The search for answers is as frustrating as it is fascinating, keeping the topic alive in public and scientific discourse. The cultural impact of unidentified flying objects cannot be overstated. From ancient myths about celestial visitors to modern blockbuster films, the idea of life beyond Earth has captivated human imagination for centuries. Today, the conversation is evolving. Social media platforms provide a space for instant sharing and debate, allowing people from all walks of life to engage with the topic. While this democratization of information has its pitfalls, it also fuels a collective effort to understand the unknown. As we look to the future, the possibilities are both exciting and daunting. If unidentified flying objects are indeed extraterrestrial, the implications for science, philosophy, and society are profound. Even if they turn out to be human-made, the questions of who created them and for what purpose remain deeply intriguing. Either way, the journey to uncover the truth promises to reshape how we see the world and our place in it. For now, the skies remain a theater of mystery. Each new report adds to the tapestry of possibilities, challenging us to look beyond the familiar and confront the unknown. Whether we're on the brink of a groundbreaking discovery or merely scratching the surface of an elaborate riddle, one thing is certain: the fascination with unidentified flying objects isn't going away anytime soon. Are unidentified flying objects the key to unlocking humanity's next great leap? Or are they a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and hopes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and subscribe for more.